Good morning. Today is the 21st of July and this is the 2024 Sherborne Classics and Supercars show at Sherborne Castle in Dorset. I do apologise in advance if I get things wrong, if I fall over, if I would get interrupted by announcements, which has happened a lot today. Just the way that it goes on this channel. So these two things here, the Defender and the Ineos Grenadier, we're going to have to probably skip those because they might have engines in them, but we can't talk about it on this channel. Let's go instead to this Aston Martin V12 Vanquish. Very similar to the one used in Die Another Day. I mean, that's not a good film. The cars in it is probably the best part in it. Vanquish S, very nice. MGB Roadster, retrofitted with a V8 engine. And someone's fitted a beige leather interior as well, so I can't complain, can I? If that's the original plate on it, that'll be 6768. Then we've got Austin A30, the second one of these we've seen. You can tell it's an A30, you've got trafficators for a start, but also we've got the small rear window. I think the A35 came in 1956. This is one of these new Honda Civic. I don't, presumably it's classed as a supercar. So I've got a manual gearbox in one of these. I would like one of these, but not the Type R. It'd be a bit firm for me. Nor one would be fine. 2020 to 2021 Porsche 911 Cabrio. Won't spend too long on the more modern ones. 2017 Ford Focus Mark III RS. They are nice, but I think you're here for classics, aren't you, viewers? I am, anyway. 2008 Honda S2000. It's like three of these here today, just in this area. That's very nice. And then 1994, 1995 Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Hello to Johnny Gets Cash on YouTube. I've never heard of that channel, I don't think. Very sort of classic looking Cosworth, this. Looks quite unmodified to me. Ooh, very nice. An R129 Mercedes-Benz SL. I think there's another one to sell here as well. Beige leather interior as well. Very nice. I wonder how much they want this 500 SL. Well, as it says on here, to find out you can call 07079 663 320. There's definitely a digit missing in there somewhere. Sorry to whoever wrote that sign, but that number's too short. Wonder how many calls they're going to get. Anyway, yes, E92 BMW 3 Series. BMW M2, that's like the current generation. I can't remember the model code for that. BMW M3, again, I've forgotten model code for that. How about this Saab 93 Aero? I hope they put petrol engines only in the Aeros. I'm pretty sure they did. So why would you want one of those with a forbidden fuel engine? 2005 to 6 pre-facelift. 595 Abarth. Might be seeing some of those as well somewhere else. And then nice Maserati. Again, I cannot. Oh, Grand Cabrio, that's it. Beige leather interior as well. I always forget the model names of Maserati. I'm terrible on them. I just always forget what they're called, which is rubbish. But there we go. BMW 6 Series, and then big old. Let's get this right. Ford Fairlane or something. I think this is something like that. 1965. That is very big. Volkswagen Golf Mark II GTI Wolfsburg edition. Some ball bay wheels on it. That looks like a big bumper to me, but if that's really the year of the cars, 85, 86, then someone's had a go at doing various modifications on that to make it look newer than it is. 1968, 1969 Jaguar E-Type Series 2, 4.2, 2+2. Got all sorts of numbers and letters there. But there we go, yeah, 68, 69. I haven't driven a Series 2, but I've driven a Series 1 and a Series 3, and they were both fun. Porsche 928 GT, relatively late one, sort of early 90s, I think, like 1991, 1992. Volvo 1800, I think this is either an 800S or ES. It's not called a P1800 at this stage. That was only the very, very sort of early ones. Yeah, 1800S, 1967, 68. Very, very nice. Ford Granada Mark 1 3-litre L. Very, very nice viewers. I should be sending a photograph of that to Mr. Coleman, who is one of the experts in the country of Mark 1 and Mark 2 Granadas, and he will very much enjoy that. We've got another Mark 2 Golf GTI here, very, very late one, 91, 92. Someone's actually swapped the engine in this for a 1.8 20 valve turbo, called 07970 409 296. GTI turbo. Interesting. MG midget 1966 with the square arches. Is that a Mark II midget, viewers? I always get confused between different marks of the midgets. All I know is I've driven one of these and it was very uncomfortable. 1999 to 2000 Morgan 4.4. I forget what engine these. I think it was a Ford engine by that stage, but could be wrong. 1993, 1994 Range Rover Classic with a manual gearbox. Yeah, you can still get a manual on these. A bit rusty on the front. Is that a brand new 911? No, I didn't know. I think this is it's a Porsche Macan or something. 2024. Don't know much about them, to be honest. E92 BMW M3 2007. Far more interesting to me, a Vauxhall Forenza 2300 SL 1971 1972, sort of based on the Viva but a lot more stylish. Very nice. Also nice of this on GTI. I've driven one of those on track actually. It was good. It's one of the most capable cars probably in the world. NB MX5 2005 to 6 Jaguar X350 XKR. Oh, there's a little Jaguar in the back. Hello, Jaguar. I haven't quite got a beige leather interior. We have got a cream one, and it does have some wood, so that's not too bad, is it? But that'll do. Then a Porsche 911 of some description, a 991, who knows. 2002 Toyota MR2 W30. I drove one of these, a very, very early one, a 2000 on the channel in 2022, and it was good. It just it shook like crazy. My mount fell off the screen, which is admittedly quite common, but that was particularly bad in that one, but it was good fun anyway. Rolls-Royce Silver Dawn, I think this is. Be from about 1950. Look at these tiny little lights on the back. I mean, yeah, if it were me, I'd probably fit some larger lights to prevent someone crashing into the back of me at night. And we've got Alfa Romeo 105 Series Coupe. This is a 1750, 69 to 70. Very, very nice. They're nice to drive, but driving position's quite awkward on them, unfortunately. Because if you sit where you think you should, you can't reach the gear lever, which is annoying. Anyway, TVR Griffith, very, very late one of these. Griffith 500 from 2000. And we've got a beige leather interior with wood as well. Isn't that nice? Yes. Superb. Mercedes SLK, can't remember what year that is. Another TVR T350C. I think the company went under in 2000, didn't it? From memory. BMW i8. I drove one of those on track actually. It was good. It was the same day I drove the GTR. The thing is though, if you drive this and you're turning a corner, you want to change gear, you kind of can't because the buttons for changing gear on the steering wheel and they move with the steering wheel. So not so good really. First generation Mercedes-Benz SLK 2001 to 2. Unless it's a personal plate, I suppose it could be. I think the last one of these was made in 2004, so actual classics now. You have a 230 and the Cayenne Turbo Mark 1. Someone's raised that suspension up all the way. I have driven one of these, again a 2003 like this one, so an early one, and it was a V8S. Cayenne Turbo though is probably more desirable. Porsche 911 996 facelift, R26 Dorset, whatever that means, not quite sure. That's a Targa with rear wiper. Mercedes-Benz AMG 63 2022. More interesting for me though is this SL280 from 1995, which is for sale. Facelifted car, called 07720 869 129, £6,500. So almost sensible second-hand classics money, and a beige leather interior with wood. So I approve. Go with the Camaro here. They did sell them over here actually, in left-hand drive. Not really my kind of thing exactly, but you could get them. Catfish Camaro, I think they call these. FK8 Honda Civic Type R, 2010 Audi TT RS, 1971-1972 Triumph TR6, complete with beige leather interior and a wooden steering wheel. Now I prefer this though. Long wheelbase, 1999 Jaguar XJ8 Sovereign. Unfortunately, it's a little bit on the rusty side, and the long wheelbase ones like this, even with the beige leather interior with wooden piping, they do rust quite well, like this. Got to be careful when buying an X308. E90 BMW M3, then the next generation on, I can't remember the name of. 2017 Ford Focus Mark 3 ST. Ooh, very nice. 1989 to 90 Ford Escort XR3i. I think these are the correct wheels as well for this actually, but sort of last year of production for the Mark 4 XR3i. They were replaced later on in 1990 on an H plate with the Mark 5, and we all know how that went, don't we, viewers? BMW 840i. Can't say I know too much about those, and nor of this 2019 to 20 BMW M240i. However, I do know a bit about this Porsche 924 from 1981 to 1982. I have driven one of these. I drove it in Edinburgh back in 2022 when it was very, very cold. This, like the one I drove, has the Audi derived engine, and it's for sale for $5,995. Seems a fair price to me. Call 07798 873 944. Does the owner know that that's a reference in that phone number? Hello to the Teddies, including one with a Porsche Club shirt on. Does he come with the car? BMW M4, Ferrari 360 Modern, I think they were called, weren't they? That's got a nice cream interior. There's the boot, of course. Got a couple of Ford Pumas. This one's a very late one. They finished production in 2001. That's a 2002 registration. However, I'm maybe more interested in this Millennium Edition one, which is from 2000, of course, which is the Millennium. And they only made them for a year. They also made a Fiesta and Focus, which was similar to this in this colour. But yeah, that's nice. I've driven a Puma. It's a 98, but I think that's interesting, that particular Millennium Edition. 2024 Porsche 911 Carrera T. Actually, this is more interesting to me though. This Citroen 2CV Special, because that is Special. 1980 to 1981, so for your eyes only time. 2018 to 19 Aston Martin V12 of some description. I don't actually remember what this is called, viewers. That's quite embarrassing, but there we go. Another BMW Z3. This one, I don't know the engine in that, but I mean, it looks nice, doesn't it? That'll do. 97, 98. Today's been to AMG SL43. 2003 MG TF with beige leather headrests and some wood. Most of the TFs are quite dull interiors, so that's actually the difference. I have driven 2 of them. And then Aston Martin, I think this is a Vantage, this one. See, the plate's not related to the age of the car. Yeah, it's a V12 Vantage. Porsche Boxster 2015 GTS, replica GT40. This one, I don't know what kit this is. It won't be a real one. I mean, you wouldn't bring a real one to a show. We'd never do that. Very expensive, still very nice. It's just real ones are also available for like millions of pounds. 1967 Ford Mustang, and then another X308 Jaguar. This, I think, is an XJR. 1998, 1999, an early 308. And that is rather tasty. It's got a cream interior, that one. Then an X150 Jaguar XKR. Again, cream leather and some wood. This MX-5 is for sale. It's an NB 2002 SVT 6-speed manual. Call 07968 985 919. 3750 sounds quite reasonable for that if it's been repaired like it says on the information sheet there. Something else from a bit later on is this Smart Roadster. It's a Brabus model though, this. A Brabus Smart Roadster. Isn't that amazing? Very limited production these were. I think it's 2004, 2006 only these were. This is a sort of 2005-6. That'd be fun though. Can't talk about Scirocco. Eolassen 2008-2009. That looks crazy. Porsche Cayman, same sort of era, a year later. SLK, I forget the generation of these SLKs. I do, however, know a bit about this, a Bentley Arnage. I wonder if this is one of the BMW engine ones, a late BMW engine one. But I don't really mind though, because we've got a beige leather interior with wood and piping. I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. If you hadn't worked that out by now. Very nice. This N370Z. There's the front of all those I talked about. The modern ones I'm going more quickly on because, yeah, you're here for the classics, aren't you, really? Look at this, a Contera ND1. Look at this. It's a bit like a McLaren F1. The driver sits in the middle. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. I don't even know anything about them, to be honest. Just happened to be kind of in the right place at the right time to see that opened with the scissor door, I think they call them. Wow, that's very special, isn't it? Maybe supercars aren't so bad after all. 2016 Fiesta Mark 7 ST, 2010 to 11 Ford Focus Mark 2 facelift ST, 2020 to 2021 Ford Fiesta Mark 8 ST, sadly now out of production. BMW 8 Series, I think it is. And we've got 2022 Mercedes-Benz A45S AMG. Ooh, very nice, very late BMW 6 Series of this generation, 89 to 90. I think production actually finished in 1989, so one of the very last of this shape. And not only that, it is this lovely dark green colour with a beige leather interior. Ooh, I do like a nice beige leather interior, viewers. And it's 635 CSI as well. Nissan 350Z, sadly departed Jaguar F-Type SVR. That is a shame they don't make those anymore. But Jaguar is not the company it was. 1961 Rover 100. I have driven one of these actually. It had a red interior rather than this grey interior. Otherwise very similar, owned by Alex from the Alex's Assets channel. You just smell the wood and leather that's coming out of here. They're actually quite affordable, these, and they're very strong cars. Just they're not the easiest to drive, as I found out when I had a problem at a roundabout in Bracknell. Mercedes-Benz 170S. This will be what, early 50s, this thing. Apparently it's been from Stuttgart to Edinburgh as well, back in 1981. 1999 to 2000 Audi Cabrio. Now, they're based on the B4 generation of Audi 80, but they didn't introduce the Cabrio version of the A4 when that came out in 1994-95. So this 80-based Cabrio remained in production all the way to 2000, and that is a 1999 to 2000, just a basic 1.8. Rival at the time would have been this E36 BMW Cabriolet. It's got some M badges on it, but I'm not sure they made an E36 M3 with an automatic transmission, so we've got the mirrors on there, but yeah, somebody tell me if that's a real M3 or not. I'm not sure. 2013 Focus Mark III ST in this rather sort of extrovert colour. Then this very nice Boxster, I think first generation facelift, only a 5-speed in that actually. Oh, definitely first generation with those headlamps. Japanese specification, Mark 1 Toyota MR2. This is a supercharged one. We never got the supercharged one over here. Actually, it's a supercharger on the seats. On the seats. They're very proud of that fact, aren't they? Yeah, definitely Japanese spec one. You can see on the back, 16G with the number plate for the Japanese ones. Very late S2000. Again, we've seen several of these today. I don't know why particularly, but yeah, here we go. What a superb car. I'd love to have a go on one of those one day. And then finally in this part, this very, very late classic Mini, last year of production, 2000, and for once this is actually a 7 model. It's not the Cooper, which is rare, and it came from Yeovil, which is a few miles down the road. Right, next section. As is usual, viewers, the Sporting Bears Dream Rides are here. Let's have a look at the sort of stuff that you can have a go in today if you want. Porsche GT4. It's not what I would choose out of this selection, but there it is, very green. Jaguar F-Type R. That's more like, isn't it? 2020. Jaguar E-Type Series 3. 72-73 with the original gearbox in it. One I drove earlier this year had 5-speed in it. I mean, that's pretty nice, isn't it? There's that F-Type. SLK55 2005. Oops, someone's revving up the wrench in over there. Go for a ride in this Morgan. And then, I think this is the Ford Model A, isn't it? 1931. BMW M5 Competition. I can't remember the model code for this. Oh dear. Really bad at this sort of thing, it is. But, you know, modern supercars are not my thing. There we go. Morgan with beige leather interior. Only 31 Ford, M5 Competition, another F-Type, 2018 this one. Ooh, a very nice red leather interior. Very nice views. Good selection so far. TVR Griffith 500. Oh, a beautiful beige leather interior with wood. And yes, the Ford Escort. No, sorry, but not Ford Escort, the Mark III Cavalier rear lights. I do apologise, I always get that wrong. Is this it's a 360 Spider? Is that, no, it's cream, isn't it, rather than beige? It's nice though. Almost an F430, aren't they, which are sort of similar. X150 Jaguar XKR Sport. I've got to say that carefully, otherwise you can get into all sorts of trouble. Sort of grey leather interior and wood there. Yeah. And then another F-Type. It's supposed to be a really early one. I think they came out on a 62 plate at the beginning of 2013. This is like a press registration, isn't it? Wow. Really early one. Very nice. Lotus Is that an Exige or an Elise, viewers? My money's actually more on Exige, personally, but you know, look how thin these seats are. Ah, yes, and a good old Corsa B indicator and wiper stalks, because of course, why not? And then a Mark 1 Mini Cooper S, still Cooper S. That'll be sort of 63, 64, won't it? That's 764, okay, 64. Wow. Triumph TR6. '72, '73. V8 engine Mustang. It's a 6-speed manual, fantastic. A replica Ferrari 250, I don't know what that's based on. I mean, if I look at the interior it might tell me, but that is a lot cheaper than like a 250 GTO or whatever it's supposed to be. Actually, the dash is really good. That's an excellent replica, exceptional replica that. And then a Maserati Quattroporte with beige leather interior. So it's like Ghibli. I did buy the Ghibli, not a Quattroporte, Ghibli. Someone has spec'd the right Ghibli though, if they have the interior like that. Right, come to Sheffield's A. Be to Sheffield C. First thing we did. A Lancia Delta Mondiale 88. Is that a real thing? I don't know. So 88 looks a bit like an Integrale, but I'm not sure the Integrale was quite out at this stage. Oh, it is Integrale as well. Right, what does it say? Completely rebuilt. It is a Delta Integrale. Wimborne, that's not too far from here, I suppose. Yes, what's that worth, viewers? A lot. Mark 1 Golf GCI, late 1, 82, 83 on a Y. So it's 83. Oh right, it's had a complete sort of restoration. JT, so would have been registered locally. This is Bournemouth area. It's not too far from here. Very nice. The Land Rover Foley 6 thing we're going to have to skip because I think that's probably not got a petrol engine in it. This though definitely has a petrol engine. Look at this, absolutely beautiful car. Sort of biscuit interior. Aston Martin DB Mark III. Yes, this is the car that when Ian Fleming wrote the Goldfinger novel that he wanted James Bond to drive. 2003-2004 Jaguar XK8 4.2 facelift. Do we have a beige leather interior, viewers? Not quite, it's not like a cream one, but you know, that'll do. Very nice. I drove one of these actually back in March. It was that colour, I think. It was it's good. 1967, 1968 Jaguar 340, not Mark II, 340. This is like a slightly altered Mark II for the sort of end of production when Jaguar had about 15 million different saloons in production all at the same time, for reasons best known to themselves. Yeah, 68. Alternator 420 brakes, yeah, sensible. Very nice Wolseley 1500. Next to a Daimler V8. These were called a V8 2.5 litre. They were called only V8 250 towards the end when the 340 was also in production. So yeah, again based on a Mark II, but not badged as a Jaguar. There's the front end of the Wolseley. Mark II Ford Capri 3 litre S. 1976, 1977. Excellent views. Now this is the sort of thing we like to see very, very much with the S6 V6 engine. Superb. Also superb is this Alvis, 965 this one is. Imagine we're probably T21. Yeah, T21. Park Ward Saloon. Very nice. Yeah, just sorry. 2 series. Let's get this right actually. We'll soon find out. Yeah, that's a series 2, that's actually a series 1.5. Series 2, 69 to 70 E-type, rear end's different as well, the rear lights are a different place actually. And then, yeah, series 1.5 E-type, it's a red roadster, so obviously that makes it automatically more desirable. And then a Renault Clio V6 to end us off, 2004 to 5. Yeah, 255. Number 80, the 218 of the right-hand drive build run of 354. See, the engine in these is, well, it's in here. It's not in the front. Why Renault did this, I don't know, but I'm very glad that they did. Anyway, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video in the comment below, and we will see you again very shortly for some more incorrect information.